make this cute top, we're gonna be crocheting these mesh stitches, which are made up of open squares, skipping stitches, and it creates an open and airy fabric that is quick and easy to crochet, and it's gonna help you to make beautiful pieces in no time. And this bell sleeve, which has this boho style, it's very trendy right now, and I think that's pretty cute. So let's get started. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you something. I have here 3 different tops with the same exact pattern. So that's why it's so important when you know exactly what you want, so then you can substitute the yarn. For instance, this one is 100% wool, this is velvet, and this is 100% acrylic. Then whatever you're looking for, if you're looking for something that's going to slide back and forth, it's going to shape your body, then you need something more like velvet. If you want something more rough that is going to kind of like keep the shape of your top, you're looking for 100% wool, like this one. Or this one is kind of like in between these two. It's a little soft, a little slippery, but it's still rough. And this is 100% acrylic. Depending on what you want, then just make sure you choose the right yarn. For this project, we are using this Big Twist Skyline. This is 100% acrylic. And this is super fine #1 yarn. Because of that, I'm using 2 strands together. I'm using this 3.5mm crochet hook, measuring tape, scissors. I'm using this yarn needle, these stitch markers, and I think I'm gonna be using about 6 of these skeins of yarn. And okay, let's get started. Okay guys, so I have the chain that measures from shoulder to shoulder, and I made 64 chains, and it measures exactly 14 inches, which is my measurement from shoulder to shoulder. I already made that 64 chains, and that is exactly 14 inches, goes from shoulder to shoulder. That's the first step. For the first round, we are going to make a double crochet in the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3, from the hook, and we are going to make a double crochet across in each chain. So we continue like that. And I meet you guys when you're done with that. Here I finish with this round. Now I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and I'm gonna start with the 2nd round. These 2 chains right here counts as double crochet. So I'm going to start with the double crochet in the next stitch across, and this is going to be the 2nd round. Same thing like the first round, we're gonna make 2 rounds with just double crochets. So we continue like that across, and I meet you guys when you're done with this round. Here I finished with the second round, and now I'm gonna start making a chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna turn my work, and now this counts as treble and chain 1. We're gonna skip 1 and we're gonna make a treble in the next chain. If you remember a treble, you yarn over twice, and then we're gonna skip 1 and we're gonna make the treble in the next chain. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're gonna chain 1, skip 1 chain and make a treble in the next one. So let's yarn over twice, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're gonna chain 1. Again, we're gonna repeat the same pattern. Skip 1 and make a treble in the next stitch. And we are going to continue with this pattern across. So I'll meet you guys when you're done with this round. I'm here at the very end. To never forget and don't skip the very last chain. It's always easy just to skip the very last one, and then you're gonna end up with a fabric just decreasing, and which is not good. Okay, right here at the end, we're going to chain 2, turn our work. Remember, this 2 counts as double crochet, and now we're going to skip this one. So we're gonna make a double crochet in the next stitch and in each stitch across. And this is going to be the pattern for this 4th round. We're just gonna make double crochets across. In this chain 1 space, you can go around or through the chain. In this case, I'm just going through the chain, but you can do it either way. So through the chain right here, doesn't make much difference. Or you can just go around in the chain 1 space. So you can do double crochet across, and I meet you guys at the end of the round. Okay guys, so I finished with this round, and for the next round I'm going to repeat this. So I'm going to repeat these trebles, and that's going to be the pattern. The pattern is going to repeat always 1 round of double crochets, 1 round of treble, chain 1, skip 1, treble, and then again 1 round of double crochets and 1 round of trebles. And then you're going to make as many rounds as you want the length for your top. I'm gonna show you, I already finished the other panel, which are exactly the same. You have to make 2 panels exactly the same, and for this panel I made 25 rounds, and Then yeah, if you want it shorter, just do less rows. If you want it longer, just make a little more rows, and always try it, wear it, and see how it fits. So let's make chain 5 here, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's turn our work. Remember, this counts as treble in chain 1. And then we are going to skip 1, and we're going to make a treble in the next chain. And that treble we're making here is very important, that this treble is going to be aligned with this treble from this round. Just make sure it's aligned because it looks nicer. So let's make the second treble. We skip 1, and we're gonna, in the next chain, we're gonna make another treble, and we're gonna see if this is aligned. See, this treble is aligned and this treble is aligned, and it continues all the way until the end. And yeah, you continue like that. So I'll meet you guys at the end of this round. Okay guys, so I'm at the end of this round. Now I'm gonna continue making 25 rounds to have exact same panel as this one, and you guys have to make same thing, 2 exact same panels, back and front panels, and it has to be as many rounds as you want for the length of your top. And I meet you guys when you have your 2 exact same panels. So I'll see you then. Okay guys, I'm done with the 2 panels here, back and front panel, and I love how the blending of the colors in these 2 panels. And now we're gonna start joining the sides, and we are going to start sewing the 2 sides. Generally, for size small, is around the armhole would be around 8 inches, but you always better wear it and fit it and see how it looks on you. I personally like my armhole around 7 inches, but as I say, generally is 8 inches for small, 8.5 for medium, 9 for large, and 9.5 for extra large. It goes up and ½ inch. I'm gonna just leave 7 for my armhole, and I'm just going to sew the sides. It doesn't matter the way you sew it. I just like to have a strong structure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through both loops and start sewing normally. I don't like any specific method for sewing right here. I just want to have, yeah, as I say, a strong structure. So let's start doing that. We're gonna be facing the right side, so they are facing each other, the wrong side. Okay guys, I'm gonna go through both loops as I say before, because I want to have a strong structure here, and I'm using 2 strands of yarn and no specific method, just going through both loops, and that's it. Very simple. Okay, so I have some stitch markers in the corners, And where is my armhole measure? Right here. So I know I'm just gonna sew this area. So let's do that on both sides. And yeah, and then after that we're gonna start doing the sleeves, the bell sleeves. Okay guys, so let's sew the sides of the top, and I meet you when you're done. Then we're gonna have to sew the top for the shoulders, and but first let's finish this. Another good practice is just go back and forth to weaving the ends, back and forth about 3 times, and you make sure it's very secure. It's not going to happen anything to your garment. So just back and forth 3 times, and then you are good to go. And here I'm done with one side. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side. So I meet you guys when you finish. I'm just using some stitch markers to know where the collar, the neck is right here. And a good measurement for the neck is around 10 inches. Yes, I'm just leaving a little more than 10 and a half, but you can always leave if you want it a little tighter or a bigger opening is fine. And I think that a good measurement for this top, I'm just gonna leave around 10, and I'm gonna start sewing the same way I did it for the sides. And yeah, let's start doing that in each side. I'm just gonna go a couple of times here at the beginning to make a knot. That's usually what I do when I'm sewing, so I make sure it's going to be very secure, that yarn right there. And then I just continue the same way, going through both loops. And down here with the shoulder, and I always recommend, as I told you before, just to wear it and see how the armhole fits. If it looks right, then you can continue, otherwise you have to fix it right away. This is a very good practice. Okay guys, we're gonna start working on the bell sleeves, and we are going to do the first stitch right here, the armpit, chain 2, that counts for double crochet. Now for when I get to the treble round, I'm always gonna make 2 double crochets, always 2. And when I get to this round, these are the double crochet rounds. I'm gonna make 2 1 2 1 2 1, and I'm gonna continue like that all the way around. So let's start with 2 in this round, 1 and 2 double crochets right there. And always in the treble rounds, I'm gonna make 2 1 and 2. Since I already made 2 in this round, in the double crochet rounds, in the next double crochet round I'm gonna make just 1, And I'm going to continue like that, 2 1 2 1 in these double crochet rounds, but at the treble rounds I'm always going to make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Remember, in this one we have 2 rows of double crochets, so I'm going to make in the first one 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and in the next one I'm going to make just 1. At the joining part of the shoulders I'm going to make 1. Same thing I made at the armpit part, I just made 1, so I'm going to make 1 here, and then I'm going to make 2 right here, 2, and in the next one, next double crochet row, I'm going to make just 1. It's always a good thing, just as soon as you finish with this round, you just wear it and see how it fits. If you need to increase the number of stitches, you can increase a little bit more. I'm just going to join right at the second chain from the beginning chain 2, just to close that first round of the sleeve. And I just want you to see how it looks. Just wear it, just see how it fits. You don't want it to be too tight, and then you also want it to be here kind of like straight. You don't want it to be so tight that it start going towards the middle. Then it means that it's going to be a really tight sleeve, and you want to increase the number of double crochets. I end up with 53 double crochets in the sleeve, and I see that my sleeve looks pretty loose, and I wear it and it looks good. So now I'm ready to go for the next round. Next round is going to be trebles, and it's going to be the same pattern we did for the top, which is double crochet, treble, double crochet, treble. The only difference here at the sleeve is that we're gonna increase trebles in this first row of trebles. We are not increasing, it's gonna be a normal row. Let's make chain 5, skip 1, and in the next one we're gonna make a treble, then chain 1, skip 1, and the next one treble, chain 1, skip 1, and the next one treble, and we continue all the way around until the end. So I meet you guys when you finish with this round. I'm right here at the end, so I chain 1, I'm gonna slip a stitch in the 4th chain from the beginning chain 5 to join. Finish here the second round. The third round is going to be double crochets, a normal round. So that's 1 double crochet, and we make 1 double crochet on top of the treble from the previous round, and 1 double crochet in the chain space all the way around. So 1 double crochet on top of treble from the previous round, and 1 double crochet in the chain 1 space. We continue around, and I meet you guys at the end. I'm going to slip a stitch in the second chain from the beginning chain 2 and join, finish this round. The next round is a treble round, and from now on I'm gonna always increase. In this round I'm gonna increase in this armpit area, and in the next round of trebles I'm gonna increase in the opposite side at the shoulder area, and in the next round of treble I'm gonna come back here to the armpit. I like the way the sleeve is gonna look at the end. Just make sure you are not increasing always in the same part. So now we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. We're gonna increase right away. In the next chain we're gonna make 1 treble, then we make chain 1, and on the next chain we're gonna make another treble. Now here we already increase 1, and then we continue normally until the end of the round, and the next round is going to be double crochets, and in the next round we're going to increase again, but at the opposite side we increase right now. So we're going to continue like that as many rows as you want your sleeve to be. If you want it to be very long, then you're going to make more rounds. If you want it shorter, you're going to make less rounds. I'm going to end up making 20 rows. So let's continue normally here. Just chain 1 and 1 treble. In the next, skip 1, and in the next one you make 1 treble. Okay guys, so I'll meet you right at the end. I'm right here at the end, same thing. I'm gonna slip a stitch in the 4th chain from the beginning chain 5 to join. Now next round of double crochets, make sure you make 1 double crochet in those chain spaces in between the trebles, and 1 double crochet on top of each treble from the previous round. And then just continue normally all the way around until you finish this round. This is just double crochets, normal double crochets round. Okay guys, so I'll meet you right at the end. I'm joining right here, and I finished with this round, and now we're gonna go to the treble round. And since I already increased here at the armpit area, so I'm gonna increase at the opposite side, which is the shoulder area. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain of 5. Let's skip 1. Let's make 1 treble in the next chain. Chain 1, skip 1, 1 treble in the next chain. And let's continue like that until the shoulder area, and in that area we are going to increase. We are right here at the shoulder area, so let's increase right there. Chain 1, and we don't skip 1, but we make a treble right there. Chain 1 again, and we make the next treble in the next stitch. So you see right there is the increase. We didn't skip any stitches right here. We increase already in this row, so now we're gonna continue normally all the way until we finish. So let's meet you guys right at the end. Let's finish this round with a slip stitch, and next round is double crochet round, and in the next round we are going to increase again. Since we increase at the shoulder area, we're going to go back and increase in the armpit area. We're going to continue like that until we have 20 rounds, or if you want a longer sleeve, you're going to make more rounds. Right at the end, I'm going to end up with 2 double crochets rounds. And okay guys, so I'll meet you when you have 20. If you want a shorter than that. If you want a longer than that. For me, the best number is around 20. So now I'm going to continue with the round of double crochets, and I meet you guys at the end of the sleeve. I finished with the sleeve. I made 20 rows, and the last 2 rows are just double crochets. I made the other sleeve too, and finally the top is here, and I'm really happy with the results. I hope you guys like it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.